Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change the entire NFL landscape as we know it. This isn't just a rumor. This is the kind of news that sends shockwaves through the league, reverberating from the front offices to the coaches' war rooms and straight into the heart of every NFL fan who dreams of glory. Right now, as I speak, a secret deal is brewing, a game-changing maneuver so explosive, so unprecedented that it could rewrite history. But here's the catch. I can't tell you who the player is just yet. Not fully. What I can tell you is that a superstar, an elite quarterback, one of the best in the league. His future is hanging on a razor's edge, teetering between a brand new chapter and the absolute end of his career. This isn't just about a trade. It's about a seismic shift in the NFL power balance, a move so monumental that insiders are whispering about it in hushed tones. Phones ringing non-stop in the offices of GMs and owners desperate to secure their piece of the puzzle. My sources just confirmed something truly huge, something so confidential. The league's most elite insiders are tightening their security, encrypting calls, and scrambling to stay ahead of the story. What's happening right now? It's a war of worlds, a battle of ambitions, a chess game played on the highest level. Only the stakes are higher than ever before. And I promise you, what you're about to hear is the tip of a very, very colossal iceberg. If you think you've seen it all, if you believe there's nothing left to shock you in this league, think again. Because right now, as we speak, the entire NFL is holding its breath, waiting for the next domino to fall. And trust me, when it does, it's going to be catastrophic. But here's the challenge. This story is too big, too sensitive for the mainstream media to reveal just yet. It's a secret locked away in the vaults of NFL HQs, whispered behind closed doors, hidden in private jet cabins and at late-night strategy sessions. Yet I'm here to tell you, those who are in the know are calling it a once-in-a-generation move. A paradigm shift that could elevate a franchise or wipe out one forever. The whispers say it's already in motion, a deal so lucrative, so strategic, it could cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and yet the true cost, who wins, who loses, remains cloaked in mystery. But I know one thing for sure, this is not just about adding a player. It's about redefining identities, rewriting legacies, and cementing a future that will be spoken about for decades. And the most shocking part, this isn't speculation. This is confirmed. If you think the NFL is predictable, that the offseason is just about signings and draft picks, think again. We're about to witness a seismic shift so profound, it will leave every other storyline in the dust. Now I want you to do one thing. Subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure your notifications are turned on. Because in the next few minutes, I will unlock the full truth behind this colossal blockbuster. Only those who are in the circle will truly understand the magnitude of what is unfolding. This is insider information so explosive, so titanic, that it will shake your faith in everything you thought you knew about the NFL. And trust me, what you're about to hear, it's just the beginning. The next 48 hours could be a whirlwind of negotiations, secret deals, and jaw-dropping surprises. So buckle up, stay locked in, because the league is about to flip upside down, and you're getting the first inside scoop on the biggest move of 2026. Now let's set the stage. The Chicago Bears, a franchise with decades of history, a passionate fan base, and a long-suffering quest for greatness, are at a crossroads. Their window, it's cracked open wider than ever before, but they're desperate. They need a game changer. They've been searching for months, discreet meetings in shadowy conference rooms, encrypted calls, private jets flying under the radar, trying to find that one spark that would ignite their playoff push and maybe, just maybe, turn the tide in the NFC North once and for all. The roster, solid. The coaching staff, rebuilding, emphasizing a new wave of offensive energy under Ben Johnson's electrifying leadership. But deep down, they know what's missing, a proven elite quarterback, a leader who can elevate the entire franchise, inspire the fans, and punch through the toughest defenses in the league. And then, they found HIM. Now I know what you're thinking. Who? Tell me. Who is the player that has this entire NFL in a frenzy? Who is the secret weapon, the piece that could instantly transform a team from pretender to contender? Well, I can't give it all away just yet, but stay with me. Because I promise, what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. It's not just a name, it's a story, a saga of high-stakes negotiations, hidden agendas, and a player so clutch, so resilient that his very presence could change everything. Let's go deeper. This quarterback, this legend in the making, has been lighting up the league for years. His stats, unbelievable. His resume. Hall of Fame material. I'm talking about a guy who threw for 4,707 yards this season, leading the NFL, most in the league. He threw 46 touchdowns, tying a career high, and had just 8 interceptions. His passer rating, 109.2. Do you realize what that means? One of the highest in the league. This isn't just good, it's elite, transcendent. His ability to read defenses, his pinpoint accuracy, his gritty leadership, this guy commands respect from players and coaches alike. And right now, his value? Sky high. A combination of recent performance, experience, and the undeniable clutch gene makes him an absolute game changer. But here's where it gets even more insane. The contract situation, the market value off the charts, yet despite his age, 37, soon to be 38, the league still views him as a top-tier asset. Why? Because he's still playing at MVP levels. Remember that epic 457-yard game against the Seahawks in Week 16? Or his flawless 2 TD, 0 INT performance against the same team? That's the kind of player who can carry an entire franchise on his back. His resume. Filled with playoff comebacks, Pro Bowls, All-Pro honors, and a Super Bowl ring that he fought tooth and nail for. He's a proven winner, a fighter who has faced adversity, injuries, and doubters and come out shining brighter each time. Now, why would the Bears go after him? Simple. They're desperate for an identity, a quarterback who embodies leadership, resilience, and elite talent. They have young talent, a solid offensive line, and a coaching staff ready to elevate their game to the next level. But they're missing that one piece, the proven, experienced QB who can elevate all their weapons and bring the franchise home. And that's precisely why this move could happen. It's a perfect storm, a franchise hungry for success, a player still at the peak of his powers, and a league watching in awe as this unprecedented transaction unfolds. But wait, it gets even crazier behind the scenes. I've spoken to NFL insiders who directly confirm that the league's top executives are scrambling. There are rival teams, big names, heavy hitters, trying everything in their power to block this deal. They know what's at stake. The NFL's power brokers are convening secret meetings, throwing billions of dollars into the pot, and even considering outsider approaches to prevent this from happening. Why? Because this is not just about a player's future, it's about the entire balance of power, dividing dynasties, creating new giants, and rewriting NFL history forever. And the best part, the league's most respected GMs and execs are calling this a once-in-a-decade move, a deal that could define a generation. The whispers are that a certain genius inside the front office, a mastermind who's been silently orchestrating moves behind the scenes for years, is the architect of this strategy. Think about it, a GM so clever, so innovative that he's been working in the shadows to pull strings nobody else could even imagine. This isn't just a trade, it's a masterpiece in the making, a move that will be studied for decades to come. And what about the reaction? Oh, it's off the charts. The Chicago Bears owner George McCaskey is reportedly absolutely ecstatic at the possibility. Ben Johnson, ecstatic but cautious. This kind of deal, if it happens, will require every ounce of his coaching genius. The players. They're buzzing in locker rooms, knowing that their franchise might just be on the cusp of something historic. And the league? Well, they're nervously watching, knowing that the balance of power could be tipped. And maybe, just maybe, the new era of NFL dominance is about to dawn. Let's analyze the financial implications. Salary cap. This player's market value is in the hundreds of millions, yet the league's cap space is tight, with big contracts to extend and re-sign. Rumor has it that the Bears are preparing to make bold moves, releasing some high-paid veterans, restructuring deals, and even pulling off a few sneaky trades to clear cap room. The deal itself, expected to be a blockbuster, possibly involving draft picks, young rising stars, and a massive cash component. The contracts. Expected to include insane incentives, performance bonuses, and clauses that could pay out billions if certain benchmarks are met. Think of it, an agreement so complex, so layered, that it rivals the most epic NFL contracts in history. And what about next season? Projected stats. If this move goes through, we're talking about a quarterback who could throw for over 4,800 yards, matching or surpassing his career highs, with 50-plus touchdowns. His leadership will inspire a roster full of hungry young talents and seasoned veterans. It will elevate the entire offensive scheme, transforming the Bears from a decent team into a legitimate Super Bowl contender overnight. And don't forget the defenses. League rivals are already licking their chops, knowing that this blockbuster could ignite a new dynasty, reshaping power trajectories across the NFC. And just think, this isn't some overhyped rumor. This is real. This is happening behind closed doors in high-security meetings with executives exchanging sealed documents and confidential memos. The next 48 hours will be critical. The league's insiders are saying that the deal could be announced at any moment, an absolute fireworks display that will leave fans stunned, analysts speechless, and competitors trembling. In conclusion, what we're witnessing is nothing short of historic. The NFL is on the brink of a revolution. A franchise is about to reshape its destiny, and a legend's future is hanging in the balance. This isn't just a trade, it's a statement, a testament to the relentless pursuit of greatness, a blueprint for how the game's biggest players and power brokers think 5 moves ahead. So buckle up, because the next few days will determine who rises, who falls, and who writes their name into the NFL's hallowed halls. The clock is ticking, the stakes are sky high, and this story isn't over yet. The next chapter. It's about to be written in fire, in thunder, and you're right here on the front line witnessing history unfold. Stay tuned, because the biggest news of 2026 is just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single second. This is more than just a trade rumor. It's a revolution, and it's happening right now.